Hey everyone, N1njaHawks here. Today I'm going to be doing a Mario Kart ranking tier list video, and I've been waiting to do this one for a while. But anyhow, I didn't need any effort to really do this ranking. However, I wanted to do other videos before this, so that way I could, at least get some ideas out of the way for future ideas. But anyway, let's get into it. Starting off the terrible list, let's knock all of these out of the park, shall we? Starting off the list with Mario Kart Island, World Tour if I remember correctly. Anyhow, it's crap. It's just a brain dead, boring snore fest. Foreign game. Yep, pretty much that. Anyhow, the next one, the Mario Kart toy game, I forgot. Anyhow, that game had a cool idea of bringing the toys, but also combine the game. I wouldn't mind if this was done right, but it's done terribly. Next, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Expansion Pack, and these are terrible versions of old maps. Yep, that's all in that category. Next one is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I'm going to be honest with you all, I hate both Mario Kart 8s. I hate Mario Kart 8 in general. It's slow, boring crap, and in general, it makes you wish you were playing a better Mario Kart game. In fact, even a better racing game too. Anyhow, so there are only 3 good maps in these games: the Flomp map, the airport map, and Mario Kart Circuit. Yeah, the 2 Wii U expansion pack maps are also the only good maps too, but too little, too late, man. No thanks. Anyhow, so 8 Deluxe is under Mario Kart 8 only because you don't actually get to unlock all the characters because they're all unlocked straight away, except for Gold Mario. So what's the point of even unlocking stuff if it already feels worthless? I mean, with Mario Kart 8, you unlock characters. Okay, well, that's something, but that's not saying much because that's something that I expect from every game that has multiple characters. So no thanks. In general, Mario Kart 8 and 8 Deluxe suck. Finally, on to the good games, or I should say this one, not HBL, but yeah, the rest of them on the good category. We have Mario Kart 1. For its time, it was pretty amazing and even groundbreaking because it had split screen and all that, which, by the way, was pretty big deal back then. It was even bigger deal back then because it was not as doable as, when we finally got to original Xbox, PS2, and GameCube. But anyhow, this game hasn't aged well due to multiple things, being the controls and also just some mechanics and stuff. But however, I will say the thing that makes it above, say, those terrible games underneath is the levels are still fun, and so is the soundtrack and the good roster of characters. But unfortunately, it's hard to enjoy it when it hasn't aged well, really, really badly aged. Onto the middle category, I'm expected to be hated because this is considered all of YouTubers' best Mario Kart game, which I tend to disagree with big time because I've seen better. Anyhow, Mario Kart Double Dash. It's an amazing game. I absolutely enjoy it a lot, and I do enjoy the team idea and the special moves and so on, and in general, it's a blast. But where I find it to be the middle category is after you've played those maps at least once, at a certain point, somewhere between 100cc or 150, it gets so boring at some point because it feels very samey. The maps aren't bad, the characters aren't bad, and so aren't the vehicles or the difficulty or anything. The problem I just find is it just gets boring after you've played all the maps at least once. In general, Mario Kart Double Dash is still a hell of a lot of fun. I really enjoy going back to it when I do get to go back to it. But yeah, we've seen better. And overall, I still enjoy this game. But yeah, anyway, let's go to the next one before I start losing myself. The next one on the list is really enjoyed it, being Mario Kart 7. Yes, it's an accurate description. I got it on Christmas Day and yep, absolutely, really did get into it. And when it came to school, I was even more into it because my friend and I would play. I have lots of memories of this game. Lots of tracks I really love here, and in general, the idea of even more customization to the kart was so cool instead of just the usual pick one vehicle. No, you could actually customize the body, the wheels, and a new thing, the hang glider, and you can play with both motion control in like first person view or the usual third person view. In general, just Mario Kart 7 was so amazing, and it had features such as the ghost while racing, if I remember correctly, and some other things. The only thing that doesn't make this the best Mario Kart game is one thing: no versus mode in solo. What were they thinking? This could have been a perfect game. Hence why I usually give it like a 9.9 out of 10. But yeah, had it had that, then I would have called it a masterpiece. But oh man, oh well. Hey, you know what? On the positive hand, I love this game. On to my favourite category, the best. These are my 4 favourite racing games like ever, and my many of best games of all time, and oh boy, they are really so awesome. Now, Super Circuit, 4th place. I loved it to death when I saw it in 2013 when I was playing it on my teacher's DS. Little did I know I waited until like 7 years later just to finally get the actual game, and instead of it being on the 3DS, it was actually on the actual cartridge itself. Loved it to death. Stages, courses, all of it. Loved every bit of it. I haven't played multiplayer on it because I don't have the cable, so there's that. But you know what? Outside of it, it's a blaster. Now to Super Mario 64. Not Super Mario 64, Mario Kart 64. Apologies, Mario Kart 64. Heck yeah. Now we're getting into like my 3rd favorite Mario Kart tracks of all time category, and yeah, hell yeah, Wario Stadium and the snow level, 2 of my favorite tracks of all time category. Absolutely. In general, there were so many great stages in this game. I can't even. I'd be here for too long if I wanted to go on beyond that point. Anyway, the only one I don't like is Rainbow Road, but then again, that's like the only bad Rainbow Road if you don't include Mario Kart 8s. Anyhow, that aside, the characters, awesome selection, and yeah, fun fact. Charles Martin, the guy that plays Mario, Luigi, Wario, Waluigi, Baby Mario, Baby Luigi for the longest time before being replaced this year, he only voiced Mario in this, and yeah, this was before he would then go on to play those characters later on. Wow, 6 characters, 1 guy. Now that's a big achievement in itself. But anyway, that aside, yeah, solid cast of characters. Originally Donkey Kong was going to be Kamek, you wouldn't believe. But yeah, I'm glad we got Donkey Kong, because I wouldn't imagine playing Kamek in this. But that aside, I've seen the battle mode, it's awesome. I wish I could play it, but I don't have a person with me, so can't play it. But that aside, love Mario Kart 64 to death. Mario Kart DS. Easiest story ever. It was my first ever Mario Kart. I saw my friend play it and I knew I had to get it, and I definitely got it, and well, it was awesome history from there. Mission mode was a big welcome addition. It was also one-off. It is sad that it got cut later on in other games, but you know what? I'm glad that it didn't get, butchered in other games. Anyway, battle mode. Battle mode, man. So many great memories with my friends and I playing. I think we had like 4 or 5 people, and we'd all play at school and stuff and play the snot out of it. There is the Sunshine one, but we didn't really play that. We mainly just played the balloon battle and just, either hold the select button, which I never knew for the longest time until 2012 that you could do that, or blow. Yep, you could blow to make it faster. Good luck if you even have, blowing breath by that point. Anyway, tracks are just incredible. That's all I need to put it, incredible. And some of them I didn't even know were on the N64, like Chocolate Mountain. I know it sounds a bit rude thinking of it, but no, it actually really is called that. And well, it looks like the brown. Mario. Anyway, not Mario. Dry Bones was cool. I always used his tank, and Rob the Robot, my main, and pretty much everyone at school's main, because whenever I played this, I was even myself and my other friend, or some other guys too, would just Rob the Robot through it all, and yeah. Lots of memories of this game, and battle modes to the end. Finally, Mario Kart Wii, my favorite and also the best Mario Kart of them all. And if I name like my favorite racing game ever, this is my favorite racing game ever. It's so good that you can play in different ways. The controls, man, there are so many different control combinations. It's crazy. You'll never see this much effort put into, like, you know, a racing game in general. What else about Mario Kart Wii? Oh yeah, all the modes are awesome. I do like Balloon Battle on DS a little more, only because of no infinite lives, but otherwise that's only because I play certain tracks on DS. But otherwise, outside that, I mean, I like everything else better pretty much. But yeah, I do like the infinite lives Balloon Battle because it actually works on Mario Kart Wii. It's not bad in 7, but it definitely works perfect on Wii, whereas every other game that tried to do that failed in that category. Now, the racetracks. Usually there's one or a small amount of bad tracks that I do like so I don't like in a Mario Kart game, but here, there's no bad tracks. Yes, even my least favorite Dry Ruins isn't even bad. There is no bad track, and just wow, that's the first and only time we'll ever see that. As for characters, what did this game introduce? Well, we've got Baby Daisy, which is a totally new character altogether. Rosalina from Mario Galaxy, of course. Funky Kong, my favorite, and everyone's favorite, really. Both the Miis, the red and the blue. Blue is default, really, and the red one is the Mario outfit Mii. And yes, even the male or female can wear both of them, really. There's really no difference. Outside of that, yeah, you can do small, medium, and large size Mii, so yeah, you can actually change the size in between. It's pretty cool just to watch it. Another thing I like about this game is the vehicles. Where to begin with the vehicles? Oh man, these are the best vehicles in the entire series. Literally, they are that amazing. Small, medium, and heavy vehicles. And my favorite part about the vehicles is each character has a different color to it. Mario may have red and blue. Diddy Kong may have brown. Bowser Jr. has yellow and green. They all have different colors, so it's not just like how before and even now where all the characters share the exact same color vehicle, which is boring when compared to this. And so it's a huge difference. It showed how much more care was even more put into this game. In general, just Mario Kart Wii, it just nails it. It just absolutely nails it. When I name my favorite racing game, this is the one. Oh yeah, and did I mention that I played 4 players so many times in this game? It's not even funny how many times I've invited my friends over to play this game, because we just all know we're gonna have an awesome time. And awesome time, we had more than just an awesome time. We had a very memorable time. And Nintendo Wi-Fi, man, can't even begin with how many hours I pulled in a day just to play that. And I sometimes have my family member here and there play it too. But most of the time it was mainly just offline because I just liked playing against the CPUs. But at the same time, it was also most of the time online because I enjoyed the crap out of it. In general, Mario Kart Wii is not only the best Mario Kart game ever made, but it's my favorite racing game of all time. It's also one of my many favorite video games of all time. Yeah, that good. That is how you know you've got the absolute best game of all those games. And yeah, I don't think I could say any more. I think I pretty much ran out of ideas. So that will be it for me, and that's the entire tier list, guys. It definitely, most of it was pretty easy, but yeah, once it got to these 4 best games, it was just like really hard for me to talk as little as possible. But outside of that, yeah, that's pretty much all. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all until my next video.